Hello students, welcome to the biology online class. We are discussing about chapter 8, that is cell structure and function. In our previous class we have learned about general structure of a living cell. Today we will learn about the structure of animal cell and plant cell. First, we will learn about animal cells. An animal cell consists of a jelly-like material enclosed in a thin membrane. The material which fills the cell is called cytoplasm. Cytoplasm is the ground system of a cell. The thin outer covering of the cell is called cell membrane. Cell membrane is the boundary of an animal cell. The cell membrane is a thin sheet of skin all around the cell. The main function of cell membrane is to control the passage of material which go into the cell or go out from the cell. The cell membrane also protects the cell and gives shape to the cell. The cytoplasm is a transparent gel-like substance. It is a complex solution. The function of cytoplasm is to carry out all the activities of the life process or metabolism. The cytoplasm and nucleus taken together form the protoplasm of the cell. So protoplasm means nucleus including the cytoplasm. This protoplasm is the living material of a cell. There are many particles or many bodies of different shapes and size inside the cytoplasm. The largest floating body, usually in the center of the cell, is known as nucleus. The function of the nucleus is to control all the activities of the cell like cell growth, cell division, etc. The nucleus contains a tiny round structure which is known as nucleolus. And here within the nucleus there are fibrous material which is known as chromatin. The nucleus has a membrane which is known as nuclear membrane on the outside. Chromatin forms chromosome during cell division. These chromosomes transfer characteristics from the parents to the next generation. There are a number of small bodies called mitochondria in a cell. The function of mitochondria is to carry out respiration for releasing energy from food. Mitochondria is also known as powerhouse of the cell. The tiny air spaces in the cytoplasm of an animal cell are known as vacuoles. So these are the vacuoles. The function of vacuoles in an animal cell is to hold air, water and particles of food. Most of the animal cells do not have vacuoles, but some of the animal cells have several small vacuoles. After the animal cell, now we will discuss about the structure of the plant cell. We have just studied that the main parts of an animal cells are cell membrane, cytoplasm, nucleus and mitochondria. All these parts are also present in plant cell. In addition to this, the plant cells have three more parts in them. These are cell wall, chloroplast and large vacuoles. A plant cell consists of a jelly-like cytoplasm enclosed in a thin cell membrane. there is a large vacuole within the cell, which is floated within the cytoplasm. There is a large floating nucleus in the cytoplasm. The nucleus contains nucleolus and chromatin. It is surrounded by a nuclear membrane. Several mitochondria also present in the plant cell. The mitochondria present in the plant cell carry out respiration and release energy from food. All the plant cells have a thick cell wall all around the cell membrane. This cell wall is made of a material which is known as cellulose. The cell wall protects the plant cell, gives it a fixed shape and makes it rigid. The plant cell contains green colored plastid called chloroplast. Chloroplasts are the green colored particles in the cytoplasm of the plant cell. The chloroplasts make food in green plants by the process of photosynthesis. Chloroplasts are not present in animal cells. Some plant cells may contain plastids of different colors other than green. You have seen the different color of the flowers, and you have seen that is the ripened fruits also have uh, different colors. So these colors are due to the presence of chromoplastids, which contain those color pigments other than green. The plant cells have large vacuoles. These vacuoles are filled with cell sap. Cell sap is a solution of sugars and mineral salts. The animal cells either do not contain vacuoles or contain several small vacuoles. The animal cells do not contain a large vacuole. Now we will compare between the plant cell and animal cell. We have just studied that plant cells and animal cells are similar in many respects, but they are also different in some respects. We will now give the important similarities and differences between the animal cell and plant cell. The main similarities between plant cells and animal cells are both the plant cell and the animal cells have a cell membrane or plasma membrane around them. Plant cells and animal cells have cytoplasm and they also have nucleus. So these are the similarities between plant cell and animal cell. Besides these, the plant cell as well as the animal cells have nuclear membrane. Plant cells and animal cells have mitochondria also. The main difference between plant cells and animal cells are a plant cell has a cell wall around it, whereas animal cell does not have a cell wall. Photosynthetic plant cells have chloroplast in it. Other plant cells have different plastids in them. An animal cell does not have chloroplast or other plastids. A plant cell has a large vacuole on it, whereas an animal cell has usually no vacuole. Only some animal cells have small vacuoles. So these are the differences between plant cell and animal cell. The various parts of a cell are colorless and hence difficult to distinguish. So, in order to see the plant cell and animal cells with a microscope, they are stained, that means colored with dyes. The dyes stain the various parts of a cell with different colors, due to which these parts can be seen more easily under the microscope. Staining of a plant and animal specimens is done to identify the different components of a cell easily through the microscope. Some of the common dyes or stains used in the study of structure of cells are dilute iodine solution, methylene blue solution, safranin, etc. Now, there are two types of cells: prokaryotic cells and eukaryotic cells. Prokaryotic cells are more primitive than eukaryotic cells and have a simple structure. The nucleus of prokaryotic cells is not well organized. There is no nuclear membrane around the nuclear material in the prokaryotic cells. The cells having nuclear material without a nuclear membrane around it are known as prokaryotic cell. The nuclear material in a prokaryotic cell is in direct contact with the cytoplasm. In fact, prokaryotic cells have no real nucleus. The organisms made of prokaryotic cells are called prokaryotes. The word pro means primitive and karyon means nucleus. All the prokaryotes are simple unicellular organisms. Thus, the simple unicellular organisms whose cells do not possess a nucleus bound by a nuclear membrane are called prokaryotes. Prokaryotes have no real nucleus in their cells. They are relatively simple organisms. Bacteria and blue-green algae are prokaryotes. Bacterium is a prokaryote because its cells has no real nucleus. The nuclear material in a bacterium cell is not surrounded by a nuclear membrane. The nuclear material in a bacterium cell is in direct contact with the cytoplasm. Thus, the nucleus of a bacterium cell is not well organized like the nucleus of cells of multicellular organisms. Prokaryotes were probably the first living things to evolve on the earth. The cells having nuclear material enclosed by a nuclear membrane are called eukaryotic cells. Eukaryotic cells have a proper, well-organized nucleus. The nuclear material in eukaryotic cell is not in direct contact with cytoplasm. It is separated from cytoplasm by the nuclear membrane. Eukaryotic cells are more advanced than prokaryotic cells. Amoeba cell is a eukaryotic cell because it has a proper nucleus bound by a nuclear membrane. The onion peel cells and chick cells are also eukaryotic cells. The organisms made of eukaryotic cells are called eukaryotes. Eu means true and karyon I have already told, that is, it means nucleus. In other words, the organisms whose cells possesses a nucleus bound by a nuclear membrane are called eukaryotes. All the organisms other than bacteria and blue-green algae are eukaryotes. For example, plants, animals, fungi, and protozoa, etc. are all eukaryotes. Amoeba is a eukaryote because it has distinct nucleus which is bound by a nuclear membrane. A human being, lion, tiger, dog, bird, rose plants, neem tree, mushrooms, etc. are all eukaryotes. So children, today this much. In the next class, we will discuss about the variety of cell based on the number, shape and size. So children, read the topic from your book again and try to understand the topic. Thank you, children.